Hi everyone, I am Sambit and welcome to another episode of HD Reviews. Today I am very excited to talk about the biggest film of Indian film history, that is Baahubali, the conclusion. Yes, officially it's the biggest film because 2.0, that have a bigger budget of 400 crores, is not going to release this year. It has been postponed to January 2018. So that leaves Baahubali, the conclusion, to be officially the biggest film that Indian film has ever seen. And with a humongous budget of 250 crores, it's the most highest budget film with filled with complete grandeur, and it's a magnus opus. And I'm really excited to be able to watch this film and review it, and it was amazing. We'll move to that. Starting with the story lives exactly at the point where the first one, that is Bahubali, the beginning, ended. Katappa is explaining the son of Bahubali, that is Shiva, why Katappa has to kill his father, that is Amarendra Bahubali. And the first half of the film develops very nicely to set up the scenario, set up the story, set up everything, set up the politics, and the love angle between Anushka Sethi and Bahubali has been beautifully shown. I was really amazed by the thoughts, the thinking, the ideas that went into filming many sequences that I won't be revealing what are the sequences. You have to watch this film, but I can guarantee one thing, that those sequences are fantastic. It is a fantastic film. So the first half proceeds with that. The second half develops turns into a more political scenario. How the character of Rana Daggubati tried to dethrone Bahubali from the king's position and try to grab the king's throne, like that we see the favorite TV series of Game of Thrones. Everybody is after the throne. I don't know what's in the throne, but everybody is after the throne. So is the character of Rana Daggubati, that is Bhalla, and whether he manages to do that or not, does Bahubali is really dead or not, and how Bahubali tackles every move of Bhalla, how the love story of Anushka Sethi and Bahubali proceed, what happens, what things happened that led to the scenario that we saw in Bahubali. The beginning forms the rest of the story. The story, I would say, is fantastic. I cannot find a flaw in the story because it's so good. I'll be giving 2 out of 2 for the story. The screenplay is even better. The screenplay is written by the director himself, that is Rajmouli, and the screenplay is fantastic. I don't think there was a single dull moment in this film. There was not a single moment in this film where I thought, "Oh, it's a drag. It's this part is a little boring." There is not a single moment. You can take my word. There is not a single dull moment in this film. The dialogues are fantastic. I would say more than fantastic. The dialogues are very powerful. It suits completely to every character. Every character's dialogue has been written keeping in mind their persona, their characteristics, and everything else. So it suits them perfectly, and the audience are going to clap and whistle in the theater when their favorite character is going to deliver his or her dialogue. And so there is no flaw. The story is 2, the screenplay is 2 out of 2, and the dialogue is 2 out of 2. That's a perfect 6 out of 6 there. Coming to the acting and direction, starting with the acting, the performance of everyone in this film, even the soldier in this film, is fantastic. Everyone does their job with complete sheer dedication, and I would say with complete perfection. If you dig, even if you dig, you cannot find a flaw in the performances. The best performer is obviously Prabhas. He carries forward his persona of Bahubali and his son Shiva, quite well, and he's the best performer in this film. Rana Daggubati has given his everything in this role, because you really hate this guy, this character of Bhalla. You really hate that character. You will hate that character. You want to kill him, and that's the success of his acting, I would say. And all of the character of Katappa has been shown as a very strict and rigid soldier. Yes, he is a strict and rigid soldier, no doubt about that. But In this film, he has been given a lot of comic bits. In the initial part, where the love story between Baahubali and Anushka Shetty develop, so that part is really interesting and it is quite hilarious. And I really love that those portions of this film. And now coming to the performance of other actors, the supporting characters, everyone in this film is fantastic. There is no flaw. It's another 2 out of 2 for the acting. Coming to the direction is what I have no words to say for Rajmouli, because his imagination itself is so brilliant that you will be speechless while watching this film. There are hundreds of sequences in this film which are completely unique, and you don't find such sequences in any other film, and they're so beautifully done, they're so beautifully choreographed, captured, directed. I'm speechless. See, every film is not without its flaws. I'm not finding any flaw in Bahubali 2. It's a fantastic film, no doubt about that. But as the audience, the only thing that I didn't like about this film is certain portion of this film during the action sequences seemed a little bit unrealistic. See, when we watch a film, we know that the film is already fake. It's not real. So when we put unrealistic portions in the film, the connection between the audience and the film breaks down a little bit. But that's not a flaw. That's just a minor problem I have with this film. Little portion of this film is unrealistic. I felt it was a little bit a drag. They went a little bit overboard, but it's fine because the grandeur of the ideas, the magnificence of the cinematography, the captures, the way the scenes have been captured, the direction, the what I would say, the everything about this film is so grand that I'm easily ready to forget these minor glitches that this film have. And just for his wonderful vision, I'll be giving 2 out of 2 for the direction. See, there is no flaw. 6 from the story, screenplay, and dialogue, and 4 out of 4 for the acting and direction. Coming to the technical aspect, the music of this film is little bit poor, I would say, compared to part 1. The background score is very, very pumping, and sometimes it gets a little bit loud. If you watch it at a theater where the sound system is very good, you will think of closing your ears. And but it's good, it's not bad. Coming to the cinematography is excellent. It's 2 out of 2. The editing is excellent. It's 2 out of 2. The music is, I would say, the music was poor. I would be giving 1 out of 2 for the music and 1.5 for the background score. And other aspects, it's 2 out of 2. There is no doubt about that. So, as I said, don't go for the review. This film is one of the most important film for Indian film industry, because Baahubali 2, both the beginning and the conclusion, proves what the Indian film industry is capable of. People compare our industry to Hollywood. We don't have that much budget, but whatever budget is provided to us, Baahubali 2, the conclusion, sets an example of what can be done with that much amount, and it succeeds in every sense. It's one of the best films in every aspect that I've seen in Indian film industry, and I will recommend each and every one to go to the theater and watch this film and make it a grand success. So that's all. Out of a cumulative score of 20, the film receives this much, and it belongs to, obviously, don't need to mention here, it belongs to grade A. It's a fantastic film. Minor faults, completely ignorable, but go and watch this film. That's all. I'll be ending my review right here. Love you and bye bye all, and don't forget to like and subscribe.